This is a bit strange being in front of the camera. So I've decided to track my progress as a videographer at a small business. It's something that I've really wanted to do for so long, but I have been reluctant to do so because I feel like I don't really have the credentials to talk about those subjects. However, I've had like quite a bit of encouragement, and I've decided just to bite the bullet and commit and see what I can come up with. So there's also that, but another thing that I really want to outline in this documentary or video series is that it's the harsh realities of owning a business. It's not all fantastic. It's not like the glitz and glam that you see on social media, particularly within arts or photography and videography. There's no shoots every day. It's not like, oh, you fly here, you fly there. Like, yeah, maybe for the 1%, but for people in my position, it's not like that. Like you'll have days and periods where it's like that. But for today, like for instance, today it's just meetings, 9 to 5. Meeting different people, giving different propositions, different pitches, and look, at the end of the day, some of those might not eventuate. And really, when you break it down from a cash flow standpoint, you end up losing money because due to business etiquette, if you commission the meeting, then you've got to buy coffee, buy lunch, whatever it is. So it ends up being a loss, but it could also be an investment. You could also form a relationship which ends up becoming a client in the future. So with that being said, I feel like an appropriate theme for today's video would be the hardships of starting off your own venture. So I've got a few meetings with people who are in a similar position to me, and I just wanted to hear their opinion on the subject. So I don't know how this video is going to look stylistically. I haven't really put much thought into the aesthetic because then I won't drop the video because I'm like, oh, it's not perfect. So I just thought, look, the content will be the key. If you guys like it, then we'll keep going. If not, then look, I've lost nothing and I get to track my progression. So hope you guys enjoy, and we'll see you soon. This is my main model, Jordan. Jordan, say hello.
Hello.
Tell us a bit about yourself. What do you do?
Well, I'm in a weird situation where I'm constantly grabbing onto new and exciting things. It all started when I wanted to do a new business adventure of mine where I wanted to make gin. So I started looking into that at the start of the year, and then out of nowhere I started doing things for my friends that are a bit more extracurricular, and this included writing a book and doing modelling. And honestly, if you told me this is what I've been doing a year ago, I was slapped in the face because I was finishing architecture. I saw a nice little sign walking up this road actually that said, "This seems impossible, let's get started." And that's exactly how it feels like.
Well, I like to say that I think the hardest thing is definitely follow through, not on your part as an individual, but definitely when you're working with other people or groups of people. What you find is that you as an individual, because you have a vision of where you want to be and where you want to go and how you want things to turn out, you find that you put 110% into trying to organize something or make things come to fruition. But then the challenge comes from the people around you and how much they value your effort and time. If you fear failure, then you're also running away from success. So you have to, if you're trying to do something and it doesn't work out, rather than kind of beating yourself up and saying it's not working, what you should do is understand why it's not working and then find a different path to do it. The age-old saying that goes, you never know where your next opportunity comes from is probably one of the biggest truths about our realities, is that you can't actually say this is not going to work because of this, because you don't actually know unless you give it a shot.
Ryan, what's the hardest thing about starting your own thing?
There's a bit of innuendo associated with it.
How so?
So you're not sure the direction that it's going to go. You have got a bit of pressure on your shoulders as well.
That's it?
That's what
Anything else?
Well, in terms of starting yourself, time management.
Yeah.
Time management's one of them. Getting together with people who are on the same wavelength. Second one, juggling with everything else in life. That's what I would say.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good meeting.
good.
Productive, happy?
Productive, very happy.
This is Laura. Laura, say hello.
Hi.
So Laura and I worked on my first project about 2 years ago at Genesis.
Yep.
And now where are we?
I'm not earning any money.
Okay, well, other than that, we're in the ABC. This is Celeste.
Hi.
Ladies, you guys are undertaking a pretty big task.
Yes.
You're trying to...
We're not trying. We've
You
started
will.
our own TV show.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's more than a TV show. It's a brand.
And it's a message.
Tell us about the hardships of like starting up.
Well, for one, everybody else thinks they know what we should be doing.
That's it.
That's for
Everyone
starters.
wants to give their input, but
Yep.
not actually proactively help us.
We are building something from scratch, and there's a quote that basically says a true entrepreneur is like somebody jumping out of a plane and building their parachute on their way down. And so essentially what you see from Let's Talk Now is Laura and I's complete vision. So when you have two people that collaborate on something, it's very hard to let go of allowing other people to do it, because we know the nuances of the show and what we want it to look like and how we want people to feel on set.
And it's our baby, essentially.
Yep.
You
And
don't just leave your baby with anyone. But I mean, I guess they do say 80% of startup businesses fail. And that's like, I can see why now they're saying that, because, you know, as passionate as you are, you get to a point where you think, I can't go on.
Yeah.
But just push on.
Yeah.
Just push on. That 20% are the succeeders because they do. They push and push.